Why can't you talk about daily news like Silk Song instead of Pokemon leaks? Silk in my skong until I come out? Like, because Silk Song comes out soon. Anyway, we are playing more Lorelei and Blazer Eyes, a puzzle game that I suck at. Hopefully you can help me, Maz. I don't know how present you're going to be. Last time I played, I got a game over because I just got caught in a shitty. It was my today technically, because I got caught in a shitty situation and I lost like an hour of progress, so I just caught back up in my own time. I think I've caught back everything. So what I got most recently was a revolver key, and I don't remember where the revolver door is, but it's a door that I haven't opened. I think it's the one on the left. I believe. I'm just checking. Oh no, it's that one. It's on the 3rd floor. So I need to take the elevator. Okay, let's do that. I can't believe you having a... What sleeps? I guess you've got an Australian sleep schedule at the moment more than anything else. You're kind of on that time zone. Definitely not American, because if it was an American sleep schedule, you would have woken up while I was playing. European sleep schedule would have been like you would have had your lunch or dinner while I was playing. I guess you're not too far off from Europe. I guess you're not completely off your schedule. The other thing I learned last time I was playing this game is how to open these doors. I got like a puzzle door book. So this says puzzle 12. So if I open my puzzle book, which is not here, and this is maybe something you can help with Maz, because it's like a self-contained puzzle. And so puzzle number 12, which number is hidden behind the black bar? So, okay, what? No, so I think there's supposed to be numbers that if you... Well, I wouldn't spoil this in case Maz wants to try to do it. But I think I know what it is, I think. We're looking for a 2-digit number. What is the 2-digit number behind the black bar? I reckon I know. There's a pattern here. That's it. That's all you need to know. We need a 2-digit number. What is the 2-digit number behind the black bar? There's some pattern with these numbers. Can you identify it? And give me the 2-digit number. This is just a self-contained puzzle. I reckon I know. And if you don't know Maz, I guess you're just a bit of an idiot, aren't you? Although it's going to be really embarrassing if I try my idea and it doesn't work. Because then I'll be smack talking from a position of an idiot. I'll give you like 20 more seconds, Maz. What esoteric nonsense can I talk about while you think? Favorite colors are a weird thing. I wonder why people like end up choosing the favorite colors they do. What is it about like a color that just appeals to people? Because I like blue, but if you ask me why I like blue, it's just because I think it looks nice. I know some people have bullshit reason like, oh, I like orange because it's the color of a sunset. But normal people just like see a color and they're like, I like that color. But what makes us do that? What makes me like blue? Because I do think blue looks nicer than like any other color. I couldn't tell you why it looks nicer than any other color. It just does. Like, if you give me a blue book, I think it looks nicer than a red book. But I guess a red book has a bit of a vibe. It also has some historical significance in China, so maybe I shouldn't say that a red book has a vibe. Anyway, you're out of time, Maz. It's 60, I believe, because all of these numbers can be flipped upside down and mirrored, and they make... Oh. Yeah, and they make like you flip and mirror them. I think is that like the correct thing you'd be doing, flipping and mirroring. So if we go here and we enter 60, we're genius. What, you didn't like that puzzle? And so now I've opened a shortcut. Ta-da! There's lots of those. There's like 20 of them, so you can help me out for all of them. So I believe my revolver door is not here. I was completely wrong. Okay, shortcut 5. We got another puzzle. In my left hand, I have half of the total amount of coins I have. In my right hand, I have half of the amount of what I have in my left hand. The rest, 6 coins are hidden in my hat. How many coins? So this is just an algebra problem. So what is it? It is x plus 2x plus 6 equals 4x. So 3x plus 6 equals 4x. So x equals 6. So total coins are 24. Oh, you did that quicker than me. Fuck. How'd you do that? You did that so quickly, and you're dealing with... I forgot my water bottle. Give me a sec. You're dealing with stream delay, and you managed to do that quicker than me. That's embarrassing for me. Okay. So that's not the revolver door that I thought it was. Maybe the revolver door is upstairs? No? Oh, here's the revolver door. Okay. Oh, Mads, there is a puzzle that I genuinely need help with because I thought I solved it, but this game is being bullshit to me, okay? So I have a typewriter. It says input a case-sensitive code, okay? So I have like caps lock key. I have some like shit I can type, and then I click print, okay? So I'm looking for something to type into the typewriter. There's this diorama. And when I rotate this diorama, I get different messages. For example, I get M4. I get A3, a lowercase a3. I get Z1. And I get E2. So my understanding is that would be what I have to type into the typewriter in that order. So first is a... Where did I wrote this down before. First is a big Z to request a bug report. But don't worry about the context of what we're requesting. There's just different typewriters, and I believe if we enter the correct code, we get like an item, which is a bug report. But my problem is just about getting the code to work. So my understanding is we do, where's it? Big Z, because it says Z1, small e, small a, big M. So that's what I did. What do you mean by hex? So, but when I tried this, right? So big Z, small e, small a, big M. Print, and it doesn't work. It's not happy with me. You could be on it about it being hex, now that I think about it. Because, like, having a number and a letter is... But there's no Z. Right, there's no Z in. Right, that's what you were meant to say. There's a Z, so it can't be hex because it only goes up to F. So I really have no idea because to me that seemed like the most sensical thing. Um, I really don't know. Anyway, that's something to think about while we go to the revolver door. Because that pisses me off, because I really thought I solved that. But apparently not. Oh, thank you, thank you. No, I already did that, Kenny. I did that when I last pissed. You've really never done that before? You've never pinched the end and watched it inflate? I don't think I should talk about this on stream, but I'm just saying, like, for foreskin havers, it is something you should have a go at. So this is a prop window. The glass is made of plastic. A mannequin. Why does he have a little thing in his neck? I can move him side to side. Okay, so he needs some like input code. And same for her. She needs some input code. That's it? That's it? I have no idea what I'm supposed to make them do. And a prop window where the glass is made of plastic? No, it doesn't look like a victory. It doesn't look like Mega Victory Bell. It's like, Or maybe it does. It's not like it has rope tied around it or anything. I'm not being that surgical with it. Let's give the man his script pages. I really thought this was going to lead to something I could have done something with, but no. I'm missing a letter and a number. Do you know that because you Googled it, or is that just an idea? Well, I forgot, I haven't actually done the thing that gets me, the last script page yet, because I saved. No Googling, Maz. This is a puzzle game. We gotta use our noggins, but I will take that advice as a hint from God. I'm surprised because I looked at that from like every face I thought. So there must be. So there's nothing here. This is M4. Maybe there is something here? This eventually leads to A3. That face is C1. This face. This face we don't have anything. This face we have M4. Could there be something here? Or maybe just a maze makes a letter and a number? No. We've looked at the underside. That's A3. In game. I'm close in real life too. You can't hear me moaning in the background. Wherever this last number and letter is, it must be hidden like incredibly well. That's 1. That's A3. That's M4. So what faces haven't I looked at? Because there's 6 faces. I haven't looked at this face. But this isn't it. I've looked at that one. I haven't had anything happen with this face. What? Even if I'm using, like, the knowledge that I'm supposed to be looking for a 5, I'm not thinking quadri-dimensionally Marty. What are you on about, Doc? You really are a nerd, aren't you? Is there something there? No, this is just like the stuff that leads to A3. Like, you can look at the shadows, because all the, like, lines that connect, they will connect in a way that, like, their shine lines up as well. But is there a way to, like... It doesn't say M1, it says Z1. Look, do you see the screen? That's a Z1 and M4. But I understand what it's supposed to be now. But no, I don't. Like, what's the point of the numbers? Because I realize that those letters are maze. What do you mean I'm lying? You can look at the screen. It wants me to write maze, I think. Because you typing it out like that made me realize that these letters make a word. Now, I don't know if the Z needs to be capital. I'm guessing it does. Oh, fuck! In typo. But what's the point of the numbers then? I mean, you saw it was Z1, E2, 3A, M4. Assuming this works... Which it doesn't. It doesn't work. But the letters do make up maze. But they're rearranged. I'm not doing 16 combinations. Okay. We're out of here. The other thing that should happen soon is I should get approached by a ghost at some point when I take this elevator down. And the ghost... And let's drink some coffee. The ghost should give me a script page. Come on, ghost. Where are you? That's not what I wanted to do. Or did I miss some progress somewhere so the ghost isn't after me yet? The other one, okay, Mads, this is the puzzle I've been stuck on like for a year. No Googling, okay. We have this sign. It says ZNEOR in its corners, okay? That we got a nice 3x3 grid. That's what it looks like. We talked of this sign. It says the art piece is called Gnome, made of granite. In Gnome, we are invited to see the thoughts of a person as they are formed. 9 slates, some containing letters, forming a seemingly nonsensical word, seem to grow as ideas on the subject's forehead. The piece is cryptic, even maze like, and ultimately lets us use our imagination to project our own ideas onto its slates. Okay? So that's what this art piece is. If we go to this locked door, it has a keypad that has a 3x3 grid. So we need to enter something into here. It's almost as if it's missing 4 letters. I don't think those two. It could have to do with the maze, but that doesn't make any sense with the numbers. Unless it does. Like if we write maze, okay. We also need to enter something 5 times, right? And there are 5 letters already on the piece. So what that tells me is that we need to. These letters have some kind of order. So for example, if I do it alphabetically, I would be doing E, L, M, N, O, R, Z. But that's not the answer. So either my idea is completely wrong, or the order is not to do with the alphabet or something. I don't know. I'm completely stuck on this one. I've got no idea. Um, yeah. Yeah, I'm out of ideas. The other idea I vaguely had was that at some point we found a book that tells us the Greek alphabet, and maybe you could say that it actually corresponds to the Greek alphabet, and you need to do it in the alphabetical order of the Greek alphabet because obviously Zeta comes earlier than something like Omicron in the Greek alphabet. So you'd be changing the order. But even when I tried that, that didn't work. So I don't know. I really don't know. The other thing that I think I had a chance of doing, but I've since forgotten where it was. Here? No. Go through the door. Here, okay. I've been thinking about this before. I was doing this incorrectly. But so we have important years in this game. For some reason, these years keep on reoccurring. 1969. So 1963, 2014, and 1847. And I was thinking, like, especially because if you talk to it, it turns it into Roman numerals. Like using those missing Roman numerals and putting them into the typewriter. But I realized all of that ignores the fact that this is upside down. And if you actually write the numbers missing upside down, they do. Shut up. Kind of like Dark. You've got like a lot of years, except they're not 33 years between. I think some are like 40, some are some other years. If you write a 3 upside down, it looks kind of like an E. If you have a 4 upside down, it looks like a lowercase h. If you have a 7 upside down, it looks like a uppercase L. So, I think L uppercase L, lowercase h, uppercase E. Dark is my favorite TV show of all time. Like I don't really watch TV shows, but Dark is one that I have rewatched multiple times. Most of the time it's because I'm trying to show it to someone who hasn't seen it before. Holy mackerel, I'm a genius. Okay, finally a puzzle. I never watched 1899. I thought like I'll watch it when more comes out. And then more didn't come out because it got cancelled. Lorelei and the Laser Eye Forest Prototype. So I know that game, yeah. Forest issue ID 1 introduced Gamma trying to walk past the sign by the boulder in the direction that the sign is pointing triggers an unavailable animation and since a player character transform incorrectly, repeatedly triggering this bug will eventually result in a software crash. Delta. Standing by the magician and repeatedly spinning around on the spot will set the magician's transform incorrectly. Trying to interact with the magician will make the software crash. Suspending the game when close to the lonely grave will result in the software starting in a corrupt test area. When resuming, interacting with grave 1, then 8, then 4, and finally 7 crashes the software. So we have like that software downstairs, I believe. I guess maybe if we try to follow that bug report and crash the game doing all of those things, maybe, let's save. Maybe something will happen. This isn't it. This is just supercomputer that I can't. I don't know how to do this. This means nothing to me. I think this has to be like the final puzzle in the game. Where was the computer game that I wanted to do? Not here. I believe it was downstairs. Yeah, but I need to go downstairs from the other area. Okay. Which I get to by going to floor 2 in the elevator? And then down. Oh, here's another shortcut door. Shortcut door 7. Okay, Maz, you got another puzzle to help me out with? I walked on floors of germanium. Before me were 3 crosses and 2 columns. A guard asked me for the code. I called Agatha's detective for a hint, but he had moved to another country. The guard told me that if I was wise, I should count my teeth. Why 32? Is that just the number of teeth people have? That's a lot of teeth. The periodic table? What? Is germanium a thing in a periodic table? Germanium is 32. How many teeth? Adults have 32 teeth. So I guess that had like multiple clues about the number 32. You've got 32 teeth. I don't know what 3 crosses and 2 columns could mean. Oh, 3, 2? What? Okay, I guess there's lots of hints towards the number 32. Odd. That SC Bolt guy's thinking of weird puzzles. Okay, this one is 13. Puzzle 13. Which number is hidden behind the black bar? R-E... I think I figured out a different puzzle. RE is 185. Lorenzo is... LO is 1215. Lorelei is 129. I understand, it's maths. Yeah, the letters, right? It's saying R plus E equals 185, L plus O equals 121, L plus I equals 129. So R plus O equals what? Um, so I don't know if it's made by an Italian, but it's about like Italian people. um, yeah, and it might even be set in Italy, but we keep on finding American dollars everywhere. So I don't know why we'd find American dollars everywhere if you know. What's the actual maths on this? How you want me to solve like simultaneous equations? I've got too many unknowns, right? L plus O is 1215. L plus I is 129. I can't do anything with that. Can I? What do you mean just sum up the letters? How could L plus O... What? That doesn't make any sense. Why would 1000 be there? That's too high of a number. Unless I'm stupid, I'll pull out a calculator. I can't see it possibly being in the order of 1000. Yeah. If you do L plus O minus L minus I, you can get O minus I equals that. It can't be like, it's not something as simple as like A equals 1 and so on, because it would make no sense that Lorenzo having one extra letter would be 10 times something, and we can see that Renzo is 4 digits and it has the least number of letters. So it's got to be something that like O is like 1000, which makes sense, because L can't be bigger than 129. That would be impossible. Which means R R has to be, and R can't be bigger than 184. Um, so maybe I can't find the exact like numbers immediately, but knowing their domain, I can figure out what would go in the blank. Because for example, L equals 1215 minus O. Just 99 combination. Yeah, I could just try all of them. Um, But L equals 129 minus I. So L is less than 129. O is... Oh, fucking... I need like a calculator that's not my phone because I have the stream up on my phone. So O equals 1215 minus L. And the biggest L can be is 128. So 1215 minus 128. The biggest O can be is 1087. That's the biggest it can be. And so that means that, and R can't be bigger than 184. But that doesn't solve it, does it? But it does mean that that black number, it's not 99 combinations. I could just try like 1 to like between 10 and 20 essentially. Like if I just try 10, 11, you say 105, what does it, that means just 5? This obviously isn't how it's supposed to be done. Zero? It can't be 0 because the minimum would be 8. The minimum would be... Oh, no. Okay, no, because O can't be bigger than 1087. And it ends in 5. So the minimum total would be 95, which should make the answer 9. Okay. If you go to the next 5, it would be 1005, which we tried. And then I guess just 11.5. 12.5. But it's not going to go beyond 18, I believe, or beyond 19. That's impossible. Unless I'm completely... Come on, if it's... Don't... If it's 19, if it's not 19, then everything I believe in is a problem. Okay, 20 for good luck? It's 87 plus 100. I guess it could go up to 26? I'm just gonna try 1/4 of a wheel by trial and error. I'm surprised the game isn't punishing me for this. I must have misunderstood how you're supposed to do this puzzle. If it's not... Okay, if it's not 27, then we're just not doing this. Yeah, okay. I've got something wrong. I'll take one more look at it. O has to be to the magnitude of 1,000. And the answer is not a 2,000, so R needs to be to the magnitude of 100. And we know that from the first one as well. Unless it's not about addition, if maybe it's not about maths, maybe it's something about shape. I really don't know. I guess we're not doing this right now. Okay, we'll try the video game stuff. So they mentioned that these graves have like a number. How am I supposed to know the number of each grave? They talked about like 1847. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 graves on the whole map. Alright, we'll try with the more simple stuff first. It mentioned like walking towards where a sign pointed repeatedly would crash the game. I vaguely remember. So I walk. No. Memory of east this way. There we go. Yeah, that's what I wanted. I do that repeatedly. And the game crashes. Okay, so that's one. The software sent an invalid request for memory address 4EE. That must be an important number. Okay, now we can start this again. And the other one was spinning in front of the magician. That one is hex, that's true. Where's the magician? I think this guy? No, that's the lady. I'm not trying to glitch the game this time. Here's a magician. So I spin in front of him. 1, 2, 6, 2. Is that not what it said? Do I need to talk to him first? Here we go. And then I have to talk to him, I think. D2E. Could it also be chess moves? Not that I've seen a chess puzzle, but... No, because the first one was... I can't remember. Okay, but these are all getting saved, which is good. Yeah, 4EE, that's not a chess move. Okay, and our... Where was our game testers notes? No. No. Where was the bug report? Bug report 1. So we did gamma. We did delta. Theta. Suspending the game when close to the lonely grave will result in software starting in a corrupt area. Then you interact with 1847. Okay, so we need to find the lonely grave. Lonely grave is in the top right. Fucking tank controls. I'm going the wrong way, I think. So I'm in front of a lonely grave. And now I suspend software. And then I reload. And I'm in the corrupt area. And then I do 1, 8, 4, 7. And the game crashes. And we get another one, F2C. Now I have no idea what to do with those codes, but it's good to have.